The morning after, the night before the US election debate between our two guests here, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I'm making this in the morning just before the opening bell. There's going to be several videos here, and I'll link them all together, breaking down last night with my reaction, with where we go from here, with a fact check we put together, and also the human side of it as well, how people are feeling and reacting, and also our polls. And I'll break this down into a few parts rather than put it all in one video. So, first of all, let's talk about last night and the human side of things. Last night, we covered the US election. It's the very first time we have done a major news story live like this. We are an investment channel, but it's relative to the investment strategy and stocks and so on. So we wanted to cover the news this morning. We are red in the studio because the stocks are down this morning. Don't take that into any, that means anything at all. We're not red or blue. Last night, in fact, we were all three colors. And in fact, I'll do it again now. Here we go. Let me bring it back. There you go. Just to have balance so everyone knows that the red doesn't mean anything behind me. It's just the markets are red. So the studio goes red. When it goes up, they go green. Okay. I covered it last night for one reason and one reason alone. As I've explained many, many times over the last 3 years, I do not make money from live streams. The way I survive is super chats and memberships. The money I make in live streams, unless it was the NVIDIA earnings, which took me a long time to build that, and I had 38,000 watch me live for many hours because I was doing before and after, and I made many videos before. That one earned me about $260, about 99% more than I've ever earned on every other video. Most earn about $2. Last night will probably earn me about $5 when all is done, because nowhere near the numbers. So it wasn't about making money. What it was about was trying to unite the United States. I have some experience of this because years ago, I was standing to be elected as an MP, which is the equivalent to these guys in the United Kingdom. And I would have won too. My seat where I was standing, I would have won. I declined though and felt I wasn't old enough and I wanted more life experience. And I went around the world and did other things. But if I'd won, if I'd stood, I would have won. And who knows where I'd be today, because I've always wanted to be the Prime Minister of England. And I normally succeed in my ambitions because I never give up and I get the job done. So who knows where I would have been, and maybe one day I'll revisit that. Leah's thinking, no way. So anyway, I do have some experience in this. And last night, I decided to go live because I wanted to try to do my best as a proud green card holder here in the United States to unite the country, because United States is not united. It hasn't been united for many years. Last night was another example, very decisive, a lot of bullying, a lot of shouting, a lot of aggressive language. It's not the way we want to run the world, because America is the most powerful country in the world. The whole world was watching last night, and it was sad to see once again we are scraping the barrel. We're hitting the lows. We've got lies. We've got all kinds of stuff. And remember, I'm completely neutral. This is from both sides. We'll cover all that in the next video. We'll do a full fact check. But you know, a lot of negativity. And once again, it sparked aggression and it sparked emotion. And I experienced it during my live stream, and I experienced it home here in my own life. It's everywhere. Unfortunately, the United States isn't united. Half of America hate Trump. Half of America love Trump. And in England, I can honestly tell you that you are either Labour or Conservative. Labour would be Democrat, Republican would be Conservative. You vote for what you like, and most normal, intelligent people don't hate the other person. They might not like them, but they just get on with it. Some people do, of course. There's always extreme people, but in America, it's become very decisive. And last night we saw it. We saw it in the show. We saw how angry people got. We saw how people were protesting and so on and so forth. And my very aim was to bring people together. And let me take you on that journey of how I did that, and what this means to me as a green card holder, someone who's as an immigrant, if you like. I've migrated here, perhaps. I'll explain that right now. But I want to once again remind you what last night was all about. It was about uniting a country, choosing a leader that would unite a country. So let me just take a moment. This is why I recorded and included this in last night's presentation. I'll be right back after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I am very proud to be a green card holder and here in the United States, but I am very emotional this morning, and there's nothing united about it. People were fighting and arguing and shouting and cussing and cursing and lying on both sides. It's very sad. I tried last night to do my part as someone who has come from another country to bring people together. Sadly, that didn't happen. I had a small impact on it when I started to broadcast. There were many trolls coming in, and it went up to 25 dislikes, even though I had nearly, I think, 300 likes now. You may correct me on that, 280, whatever. And once I explained these things and I played that song that I recorded for you, the likes went all the way back down again to a couple, which was wonderful. So we did have an impact, a positive impact. But this is not the United States that we want. This is not what is required. What is required is humility. I don't know the answer to that question. Let me look at it. Let me research it. I don't know. No lying, no cussing, no cursing. It's very sad because it just seems to go on and on and on, and it doesn't need to happen. It's made me very, very sad because I have chosen to make America my second home. I still have my home in England. So what I'm going to do now is close out this video, give you the information about immigration, how I came here and what's involved in that, and why I'm so upset about it this morning, and why there's so much negativity around at the moment. And then I'm going to do the next part, which will be the fact check, all about what was said, which wasn't true on both sides. And I'm going to be completely fair and balanced, just presenting the facts, whether you like them or not. The world isn't flat. The world, the sky isn't purple. We're going to give you the facts, and it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this first part of my thoughts on last night. Facts check coming up, and immigration information and how it affects people in the live show and people watching me right now. So join me for that. Click above my head down below in the description, and I'll put the follow-up videos here. I'm making this live right now, so all of you stay where you are, but those watching later, you'll find it there. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.